And see, some triggers on the inside. Somebody said it's just like fire. And so they get down. And then they get ready to rise up. And what happens is the gun fires. And they take off. And their head is still down. And they're running. And they're running. And they hit that curve for the home stretch. You see, they start seeing that straightaway. Once they see they're going straight, then they start to lift up their head. And see what happens when they lift up their head. They see what's in front of them. They see the finish line. And so what happens is they turn on them afterburners. And they start picking them up and putting them down. But you can't see the finish line if you keep your head down all the time. What you're saying, preacher, what I'm saying is you need to stop putting your head down all the time. We need to look up every now and then. We ought to stop having pity parties all the time. We need to look up. Because God said, I've already given you the finish line. He said, you can have it all. You can have it all. You can have it all. Woo! That's what they do when they run 100 meters. They win. Amen. But in the marathon, see what happens in the marathon is sometimes we don't practice right. We don't train ourselves right when we get ready to run a marathon. See, some people, their goals is wrong. See, their goal in the marathon is they set this time. That's what they said. If you go into a marathon and you set a time you want to achieve, you're going in it all wrong. Look at somebody and say, I just want to finish. I just want to make it to heaven. I just want to finish, amen. I want to make it to heaven. And so what happens is I looked it up and they had the top 10 reasons people don't make it through the marathon. Let me tell you about the marathon. It sounds like a lot of us sometimes. Sometimes they underestimate stretching. Stretching is important whenever you do any type of activity, amen. Every now and then you got to stretch out. Get those muscles loosened up. Every now and then you ought to pray. I've been praying this year. Every now and then you got to fast. Everybody been fasting. And one thing the church had gotten away from it, we had gotten away from shutting in. But anybody in here been shutting in? I like to call that stretching in the spirit. Every now and then you got to stretch. You got to loosen things up. How about show? Then they said the next thing is they lack support. Anybody got some people around them that's going to support them? Oh, we getting ready for a marathon. And they said that they lack belief. Anybody believe God can do it? Well, it shows sound like us sometimes, don't it? They say they lack motivation. See, sometimes we lack motivation because we expected something that belonged to somebody else. So we get unmotivated. Why this person gets to do it all the time? Why that person gets to do it all the time? So we end up losing our motivation because we're not looking at what God has for us. We're worried about their gift, but don't you know God gifted you? Don't you know God called you? Is anybody chosen in here? Let's try to see if anybody chosen. Let me see this show. I believe if somebody chooses you, that's because they want you to do something. Because they know that you can be a part or contribute to the team. Amen? When they go through the NBA draft, they don't pick people that they can't contribute. They want people that's going to bring something to the table. The Bears were sorry last year. They knew they needed a number one wide receiver. They went and got a number one wide receiver. They still ain't playing too good, but it's my team. We'll roll with them. But they knew what they needed and they went out and got it. Amen? What are you saying, preacher? I'm saying God knows what he's needing. He called you for a specific purpose, for a specific growing the ministry, about growing God's kingdom. I'm not sure what to do. I know we get quiet. Sometimes we have the wrong goal. So instead of seeing the leader's vision, we want what our vision is. I know what they're trying to do, but this is what I think we ought to do. No. Well, you can go down there and start a church then. Working the vision of the pastor. See what their goals are. Amen, everybody? Amen. Get quiet here. Hey. I'm shouting now, I'm good. Sometimes we have the wrong training program. So in other words, like Pastor was saying earlier, we could be at home watching football. It's a nice day. We could go outside and play some basketball. We could barbecue. Could let the kids run around. But we ought to come to church and give God some praise. We ought to give him some glory. We ought to give him some honor, because without him, we're not going to make it. We need to get our training right, amen? Every now and then in the race, not necessarily a marathon, but in the 100-meter race, sometimes they false start. Sometimes we false start, amen? Every now and then we have a false start. We jump the gun. We think that what we heard was God, but it was really just self. I know sometimes I jump the gun. And I get caught up in self and what I want. And what I think I ought to have. And where I ought to be and what I should be doing. Amen? So sometimes we jump the gun, and in the marathon, sometimes they start too fast. Look at somebody say, you got to pace yourself. You got to pace yourself. You start off running too fast, you won't make it to the end. That's right. Something I thought was very, very important. In the top 3 here, it said they lacked knowledge. They lack knowledge. Amen. A lot of times we can't get nowhere because we don't know where we need to go, because we haven't read the blueprint, i.e. the Bible, to tell us what to do, how to do, and where to do. Amen. Number 2 on that list is hydration. Ought to be drinking that living water. That living water. Sometimes we don't get hydrated enough. Amen. Spend a little bit longer time in church. Pastor said 45 minutes might not get it. Amen. Back in the day, we used to be in church on Sunday morning service. Then after Sunday morning service, we come back for YPWW. Then after YPWW, they have another service. And then after night service, around 11 o'clock, oh, we going to overtime. We be getting home about 2, 3 in the morning and still go get breakfast and get up in the morning and go to work. We got a little comfortable now. I know if I can get out of church by 12:30, I can still catch most of the game, clean up some stuff, cook. By 4 o'clock, I'll be relaxing, getting ready for the next day.